In the top stories, police investigate Wellington Road traffic accident, $18 million worth of marijuana found in Guyana, and stabbing spree leaves South Koreans on edge. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Friday, the 4th of August, 2023. I'm your presenter, Shanique Harvey. Nationally, the police are investigating a non-fatal traffic accident that occurred on Wednesday at Wellington Road in the vicinity of Hosford's showroom. According to a police report, the accident involved motorcar G350, which is owned by the Bastair Police Station, but was being driven by Constable Kevin Thomas of Bird Rock St. Kitts, and motorcar PA3516, which was being driven by Avion Huggins of Thibault Avenue, Bastair. Preliminary investigations indicate that between 8 p.m. and 8:30 p.m., Mr. Huggins was traveling towards Central Bastair. Upon reaching the vicinity of Hosford's Automotive, Constable Thomas exited the Hosford's showroom stop on the left side of the road and both vehicles collided. Mr. Huggins, Constable Thomas, and Constable Daquan Williams, the passenger of motorcar G350, were all transported to the Joseph N. France General Hospital by ambulance. Constable Thomas sustained a broken arm and will undergo surgery. Constable Williams sustained a small laceration on one of his ears and experienced back pain. He was treated and discharged. Mr. Huggins was also treated for minor injuries and discharged. An investigation into the incident is ongoing. The Nevis Island Administration, or NIA, through the Ministry of Water Services, is moving to identify new drill sites across the island in an effort to increase the supply of potable water available to consumers. Premier of Nevis, Honorable Mark Brantley, disclosed this at his most recent monthly press conference on Monday.
The ministry has engaged the services of Mr. Skip Hogue, H-O-A-G, and he comes from an entity called Bear Rock Consulting, B-E-A-R, Bear Rock Consulting, and that is an entity in the U.S. He is currently on island to carry out surveys and mapping in our quest to find additional water. This includes a review of the available geophysical, hydrological, and geological data. It is hoped that at the end of this exercise, we will be in a position to determine the location of possible drill sites. Areas identified are Stony Hill, Dason's Estate, Brazier's Estate, Hicks Estate, Hog Valley, and Morgan Estate.
Premier Brantley noted that Nevis, like St. Kitts and other islands in the Caribbean, is grappling with the issue of water shortage due to a lack of rainfall in the region. He highlighted that the government has been investing considerable sums in water over the years, especially with regard to the water shortage and distribution and overall upgrade of the water infrastructure on Nevis. The NIA also redeveloped a well in the Hamilton area and invested in a filtration plant to make the water potable, bringing an additional 500,000 gallons of water into distribution. From UWI Open Campus to UWI Go, the University of the West Indies is rebranding its Open Campus to Global Online. The change will take place over the remaining months of this year. In a video message delivered by Vice Chancellor and Professor of UWI, Sir Hilary Beckles, on Tuesday, said UWI Go will now stand on a corporate pillar. It will be a business school and consists of master's level courses focused on the Sustainable Development Goals.
The school will be called the International School for Development Justice, the ISDJ. And the ISDJ will be a global online provider of master's level programs, and these will be marketed to the world. But we are not just offering programs in an ad hoc fashion. This suite of master's programs will all be focused on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The Caribbean and the world have all signed on to the importance of these Sustainable Development Goals. And so the UWI will take the goals and we will develop master's programs around each and every one of these SDGs. This is the product of the ISDJ.
He said that the aim is to develop knowledge and diversify the scope of knowledge from the Caribbean.
The world has recognized that the SDGs are constituting some of the finest intellectual approaches to development and justice in the world. But alas, the majority of countries in the world have had difficulty, not so much with the concepts of the SDGs, but with the capacity to deliver them within their own nation states and communities. And so the private sector has come on board with us. Because what are we seeking to do? We are seeking to export Caribbean intellectual knowledge to the world. That is, we are going to be diversifying the Caribbean economy to enter into the sector of knowledge.
The change comes as the university marks its 75th anniversary and celebrates its legacy of service to the Caribbean community this year. UWI boasts of being in the top 1% of universities in the Latin American and Caribbean community and in the top 2% globally. We'll be right back with regional news after this.
The biggest party in sport is back. CPL returns with more action than ever before.
Are you kidding me? Volley!
Watch the biggest names in cricket battle it out in the race for glory.
Celebrate some more!
Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at the box office. Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.